So now we've got our base background done. Take a little bit of this white, mix it in there, and make it more like a sand color. Since the paint's still wet, you can lighten it up on the canvas. I'm just going to set this in the water and grab my smaller 1-inch brush. I'm going to grab some more white with the 1-inch brush and mix it in. You're going to want to use quick, expressive strokes. Don't worry about being perfect. You're just trying to get the impression of a beach. All right, now that we have that done, we're going to need to add in some more background. In the background, there's a little copse of trees. So we're going to take some of this cobalt blue, a little bit of this Indian yellow, mix it together, and we're going to get this nice green color. And just create some scrubland bushes back there. And this is mostly a line with a couple of bumps in it. And that's your background. Now this is still looking a little flat. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and paint in our waves. So we're going to grab some straight up white, just pure white. Now along the edge of the shore back here, I'm going to pull in some of the white surf. Now these are organic shapes. So we're going to draw kind of a little short line there, and that's the water coming up on the beach. Draw a little line there. We're going to add some more of these surf lines in. This is where the waves are starting to wind into the shore. And on the beach here, where it gets really bubbly, we're going to have almost no paint on our brush and kind of dry brush technique. That's where you have a dry brush and very little paint, and there's almost none left on there. You can even rub it on your napkin to wipe off most of it, and just kind of paint in these almost transparent sea foam. You should be able to see some of the paint underneath. You'll get a sort of a basketball texture right there. That's from the bumpy parts of the canvas catching the dry brush, but since it's not really wet, it won't get down in those cracks. You want that to happen. Use really light strokes. Start to scumble some of that on there. And this is what this technique is called, scumbling. When you get an almost complete dry brush and you're just rubbing it into the surface, scumbling. S-C-U-M-B-L-E, to scumble. Then we're going to add some heavier strokes on top, just so it looks like waves. And do some more dry brushing down the shoreline. Smaller lines in the back, bigger lines in the front as it comes up. Create some perspective. Soften up these curvy lines so they don't look so harsh. Add some harder white highlights here to the shore area. I'm going to use very deliberate strokes here. All right, so we've got our ocean, our sky, our sand, our background. We can even stand to lighten up some of this a little bit. So just dry brush some white back there. This creates atmospheric perspective. Atmospheric perspective causes things to look further away because they look mistier in the background. Things lighten up as they go back and become less clear. It's because your depth of field, your vision can only see so far and make out details. So these things kind of get fuzzy in the back. So now we've created a little more depth. It's time to add in our boats. So using the same square brush, I'm going to grab some of this alizarin crimson. It's a really dark red. I'm going to mix it with some of this raw umber and get this really kind of rust red color. And for your boat, we're going to make kind of a banana shape, like the fruit. So we're going to start about here and draw a dot. And just a little bit in from the shoreline, draw another little dot. We're going to make a big banana shape, kind of like with a hook towards the end. So like that. And that's the start of our boat. Now at the back, draw a little bitty straight line, and then we're going to make a rounded line be the inside of the boat that you can see. Some of this is hidden from your vision, so we're just drawing the inside that you can see. For the prow, draw another little short straight line. That'll be the tip. And draw a diagonal line. That's the prow of your boat. And then along the side here, draw another little line down. And then we're going to connect those. So you get this whole boat shape. And we're going to fill that in with that rust color. You may have to make some more of it. thing in.